Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. This one's going out to JBJ Blaze and TF Faces. Keep up the great videos with a big happy face. We will, buddy. This rundown is dedicated to you. Prepare to say goodbye to Finn and Jake. The Cartoon Network has announced that their iconic series Adventure Time is coming to an end. The next season of the show will be its last, and although fans are obviously going to be saddened by this, the good news is that the network plans to extend the final season with a new miniseries and specials, so the final episode won't air until 2018.
Gimme!
They haven't said exactly why they're canceling the show. Adventure Time is easily the most recognizable series on the Cartoon Network, transcending the gap between old and young and beloved by fans of all ages. Creator Pendleton Ward says that he's happy the show has connected with audiences for as long as it has. The final season of Adventure Time will begin airing before the end of the year.
Sorry!
Prepare to explore the wasteland with your friends for the first time. Wasteland 2 developer inXile Entertainment has announced Wasteland 3, an all-new game in the post-apocalyptic RPG franchise. They haven't released any footage yet, but we do know that they're adding several new features, the biggest being co-op multiplayer. For the first time in the series, you'll be able to play through the story campaign with a friend, with each of you controlling your own squad of rangers. How the two of you do it is up to you. You'll be able to stick together and tackle each mission as a team, or split up and cover more ground, and you'll even be able to continue playing when your friend is logged off. The developers say that they made the decision to include multiplayer very early in the development process, and they promise that it will work well with the core principles of the series and won't feel tacked on. You'll also be able to skip the multiplayer and play through the entire campaign by yourself if you want to go solo. We still don't have a release window for Wasteland 3, but thankfully the wait won't be as long as it was between the first two games. The original Wasteland was released way back in 1988, but Wasteland 2 didn't begin development until 2012, when creator Brian Fargo and inXile Entertainment were able to secure the rights to the franchise. They released Wasteland 2 in 2014 after a successful crowdfunding campaign, and Wasteland 3 will begin its crowdfunding campaign next week. Ubisoft has won a crucial victory in its battle against hostile invaders. The game maker behind Assassin's Creed, Rayman, and Watch Dogs has survived their latest shareholder meeting amidst a hostile takeover attempt by the mass media conglomerate Vivendi. This is an important win for Ubisoft. Vivendi has been buying up millions and millions of Ubisoft shares in a bid to wrestle control of the company away from its founder, Yves Guillemot, and they were expected to try and stage a coup during the meeting this morning by appointing their own people to Ubisoft's board of directors. The meeting ended with Yves Guillemot and his brother Gerard both re-elected to the board thanks to support from a majority of the other shareholders, so Vivendi won't be able to take control, at least for the time being. Vivendi still owns about 23% of Ubisoft, so they could try to take it over again at some point in the future. So what does this mean for gamers? If Vivendi does take over Ubisoft, it will have a big impact on the direction of the company and will change the kind of games they make. We'll keep you up to date with the latest.
It's fucked up.
A very fast and furious director is going to bring Hot Wheels to the big screen. Justin Lin, who directed 4 of the Fast and Furious movies, is set to helm a movie based on the Mattel toy car brand. A Hot Wheels movie might sound like a silly idea, but keep in mind that we already have blockbuster films based on other toy properties like Transformers, with plenty more on the way. The Hot Wheels adaptation has been in the works for several years, and Justin Lin seems like an appropriate choice for the material, given that the Fast and Furious movies are basically a big-budget version of small children playing with toy cars. Lin recently helmed Star Trek Beyond, so his involvement in the Hot Wheels movie likely means he won't be able to direct the upcoming 4th film in the new Trek series due out in 2018. Half-Life 3 may never see the light of day, but we will be getting something else from the Half-Life universe. Filmmaker J.J. Abrams and his Bad Robot Productions are still developing big-screen movies based on the Half-Life and Portal games. The projects were first revealed back in 2013, and now, speaking with IGN, Abrams himself says that they're still in active development, and he even has a meeting with game maker Valve next week. Abrams adds that he hopes to make a big announcement about the Portal movie fairly soon, which sounds like it will probably be the movie that gets made first.
Fantastic.
Portal, which takes place in the Half-Life universe, has a lot of dark humor that seems like it would lend itself well to a film adaptation.
Checking down.
Abrams will likely serve as producer, so there's no word yet on who might direct the film. An obvious choice would be Dan Trachtenberg. He recently directed the Abrams-produced 10 Cloverfield Lane, and before that, he helmed the awesome Portal fan film No Escape. We'll let you know when more details come in. Speaking of fan films, before we go, take a look at the animated fan film, The Adventures of Indiana Jones. It recreates some of the most memorable moments from the Indy movies as if they were a cartoon show, and they work as well in animated form as they do in live action. The short was created by animator Patrick Schoenmaker, who was actually commissioned by Lucasfilm to create sketches for a potential animated Indiana Jones TV series back in 2008. That project was never greenlit, and Schoenmaker created the short film using his original sketches as inspiration. Maybe now that Disney owns the franchise, they'll consider making their own Indiana Jones cartoon show. They are making a new live-action movie with Steven Spielberg and Harrison Ford, which is due out in 2019. And that wraps us up for the rundown, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new one.
Don't worry, you're gonna be fine.
Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.